and flick the switch.
That wasn't a lot of residential. Maybe you'd like to say what we're trying to do. Would you? Do you phrase it delicately?
Everybody stands back. I think our goal for spending our time in this strange way is really to look at the kind of garbage that's being put out and to get an idea of how much of that material is recyclable and how much is garbage, as we say. We want to know that because we need to know where to focus our efforts in terms of education and providing further incentives to get people to recycle everything that is possibly recyclable in Nelson at this time, because we just can't keep trucking stuff out to the landfill in Selmo because it's going to be full, and then what are we going to do? So basically we're just trying to get a sense of how the businesses are doing, which ones are cooperating, where the problem areas are, and therefore what strategy we can adopt to help them do it better.
What's the whole point of this tour today?
Why? The city council members who are here, Councillor George Millar, Councillor Maureen Mason, and myself, Donna Macdonald, we are the three councillors that make up the waste committee for the city. And so we have a particular interest in this subject matter. And we're looking at it together to see what the situation is.
Can you just do that last part again? Why Michael Jessen is here?
And we're here with Michael Jessen, who also sits on our waste committee, because as the recycling coordinator for this sub-region actually, he's the expert on recycling, and so he's the one who can give us the real hands-on experience, can show us in detail what's being thrown out and what he can actually take at his recycling depot.
At least 50% of this bag is taken up with the plastic milk containers, the 4-liter milk containers. Those should be taken back to Overweighty for recycling. There's some brown recyclable paper, there's some newspaper, and there's at least one tin can in this bag that could be recycled. So we could reduce the volume of this bag at least by more than 50% by taking out the recyclables. Those ones up the first alley there, they weren't really compostable. Okay. We've got a bag there of nothing but vegetable. I'm sure this restaurant could probably find either a local farmer or composter to take that material. We've got their cans, which we would really love for them to recycle. You can see that a can like this takes up an awful lot of room in the bag, and then consequently when it gets to the landfill, if it doesn't get squashed, which in all likelihood it won't, we've got 3 cans and we've got a glass jar right on top there that are easily recyclable. A lot of food and other waste. This plastic coleslaw container, if the restaurant just put up a notice to their customers of anybody that might want these, I'm sure they could get rid of these quite easily. A lot of people like to use these to store things in at home. Well, we've got the paper bonanza here. Lots of flyers, just lots and lots of magazines and flyers. This one is almost strictly paper, and it's all recyclable. We won't give this establishment any recycling awards for sure. That's about as far as I'm going to go.
There's also a cardboard box there, right?
That one is not recycled because it's wet.
Okay.
I believe they are doing their
Cardboard?
Their cardboard, yeah. They're watching us.
Yes.
You can see how much of that in there is recyclable paper. There's certainly other things mixed in with that. Coffee cups, some plastic. But most of this bag, I'd say at least 80% of it is recyclable paper. Down in the bottom of this bin here, got a number of large plastic buckets. I'll try to pull one out. Again, this is an item that would be very reusable, and I think again, if this establishment just put up a note saying they had these types of things available, or perhaps they brought them to the recycling depot, we would have no difficulty getting rid of these at all. Lots of people looking for buckets like this. You can imagine that this size of bucket, because it doesn't squash down, it's taking up a lot of room in this bin. There are probably at least a half a dozen down there, and some may be a little bit bigger than this. Some of them are bigger. So they're taking up, again, quite a bit of room in the bin.
I should nip over there and get somebody to talk to me over there too.
Okay.
Of what you've seen here today, we just walked one block along Baker Street here. A failing grade, would you say, for businesses as far as recycling is concerned?
Well, we didn't see very much cardboard, and that is one thing we're very happy about. Obviously, the businesses have got the message about recycling their cardboard, but we're still finding a fair amount of office-type paper and newspaper and magazine-type paper that is fully recyclable at our recycling depot being tossed into the garbage. Now, what the business needs to realize is that they could save themselves money by not throwing this material away. If they are throwing away more than 1 or 2 bags of pickup, they're finding they're really throwing stuff away, and they're paying to throw it away.
Well, what do you attribute the high number of, like, I mean, if they've got the message about cardboard, why not the paper? Why not the cans? Why not the foodstuffs?
It takes a bit more effort, it takes a bit more time, it takes some organization in your particular office to set up a system to separate the various materials. Obviously, they haven't made the cost connection, the cost-saving connection to themselves, to the community, from taking this step of separating this material out and, you know, designating an employee to be responsible for this.
Okay, good. I think that'll probably
What about the big containers and the glass containers and plastic?
Or industrial?
Yeah, those types of reusable containers, it's actually a step beyond recycling. It's a higher force, if you have. It's much better to reuse than it is to recycle, and we'd like to see a lot more reuse going on. Some consideration by businesses, if they have food containers of any type that they're going to be throwing away, if they're of the type that somebody might want, make an effort to let people know that they have them, and I'm sure they'll get rid of them.
And is Michael Jessen, you're the Nelson and District Recycling Coordinator?
Nelson Cell Mobile for Recycling Coordinator, yes.
Okay, good. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thanks for the little spot.
We got in the neighborhood of, what, 400 businesses in the community, something like that. So there's a lot of potential for seepage of material through here.
Yeah. How often, Michael, will the recycling watchdog be coming out?
As long as much as it takes.
Well, we'll have to hope that this program and the efforts we've made today to publicize the issue will get businesses thinking. We get new businesses all the time approaching us and saying they want to start something. Now is a very ideal time with the 1 bag limit per pickup coming into force on January 1, 1994. It's a very opportune time for businesses to look at their waste stream, look carefully at what they're throwing away, and making a decision to recycle what can be recycled, reuse what can be done, and to even give a strong consideration to reducing as much as they possibly can.
Do you, can you help? Do you have a service that you can offer to businesses and offices to get themselves organized?
Well, we really want to businesses to be aware that the recycling depot truck comes up and down the alleys every day, every weekday of the week, Monday through Friday. So if they put material out there, we will pick it up. If they keep it separate, obviously separate from their garbage. We also have green recycling bins that we can sell at cost to an office if they want to set up a very nice 3-bin or more bin system in their office to recycle paper.
I'm going to have to duck out here, so
Okay.
thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
If I need something more, that's all right.
Okay. Well, even Employment Canada.
Your paper.
Aha. Now this is a business that is not located here, that is putting their garbage here from the looks of it.
Recycling.
Yeah. Here's the 1992 telephone book, which we'd really like to get recycled. There's quite a bit of paper in here. Flyers, envelopes. Again, lots of mail here. I'd say again that probably a good 80 to 90% of this bag is recyclable material.
Out of the lobby?
We know who this belongs to.
Okay.
And I'm not sure where their office is. I think it's in the next block down, isn't it? Or
In that one.
in that next block down? And they're putting their garbage here.
It's not cricket, is
And
it?
that is somebody I would expect could know better. I think I will
Do better.
telephone that person.
Yes, I think I will. Yes?
We've got one magazine here which we won't show the cover of. We've got a can. Another one of these large cans, pizza sauce cans. I really wish places would make an effort to try to get rid of things like the lettuce leaves. I'm sure they can find people, friends, or customers that would be willing to compost that material. You want me to go in there?
No, I don't think we need that. We can see that there's cardboard and
Well, that cardboard is waxed, actually, so... Some recyclable paper here. Flyers. Not too much salvageable there. And that one again, very heavy, which is what we'd expect from this bin. This business does a good job of recycling their cardboard, so. However, there is one piece there that is recyclable.
We don't have much garbage here.
Don't seem to.
If this hadn't been soiled, these egg cartons would be recyclable with the corrugated cardboard.
More food waste.
More cardboard here. Now here's a bag, a whole bag, and there's hardly any volume in it. There's hardly any weight, and when you look inside, you've got the till tapes.
Which are all recyclable.
All recyclable paper, yes. Yeah. Some reusable elastic bands. More cardboard down in this corner. More cardboard here. Oh. And here we have leaves, which we definitely wish would be composted rather than collected by the city garbage men to be transferred to the City of Nelson transfer station and to be hauled all the way to Salmo to be buried in the ground. This is really a ridiculous waste of gasoline to transport that type of material. This bin is almost full, but with a little pruning of the cardboard especially and other items, we could reduce this a fair amount. I think that'll be it.